Hello again and welcome to Paul's Racing Channel and to the Ultimate Racing League, sponsored by upshiftstore.co.uk and Hambridge Transport, an innovation of new logistic possibilities. So this is round 3, week 3 in fact, of the BTCC Replica Championship, and we are at the Autopolis short circuit today over there in the Middle East, or the Far East I should say, Japan actually. So the boys have done their couple of European stops for rounds 1 and 2 and made their way east, landed, and here we are. As you can see, beautiful setting. There's the guys sitting on the grid. So let's have a look at that grid, shall we? In pole position then, we've got Sideways George, we've got Tino in 2nd, Vexman 3rd, Prime Machine in 4th, Molson 5th, Stealth 6th, Dan Bailey 7th, Team Silver 8th, Jim Bob in 9th, Seamus in 10th, Lee Whip in 11th, Hodgie 12th, C Broad in 13th, Potsy 14th, and Firepower in 15th. So almost a full field of 16 cars here, but 15 tonight, so that's brilliant for round 3 and for race 1. So pretty much all of them going with soft or super softs, a couple with the mediums there, getting them out of the way. Let's get to this race then. Heading them up is Sideways George. Revs are up, lights will be on, and we should be away. See if they all get a clean start. Well, it's not a very good camera actually, but yeah, pretty much a good start. Looks like everyone is away. Sideways then, taking them down to turn 1. This is a tricky turn, this, when you've got all these cars going into it, especially 15 of them. But all nicely through there, I believe. Looks like it. Everyone's through clean. That's really well done there, boys. This is League 2, remember. So Sideways still looking good there out in front in the Audi. And then these lot battling out. Prime's going with him though in 2nd. So these two deciding they want to try and get it back, a little bit of a gap on them. But Prime though, being hounded by Tino, and Vexman isn't that far off either in 4th in that 2nd Audi. We've got Stealth, made his way up to 5th place, so Stealth in that Viper. His teammate in behind him, well, actually he just dropped back a place. In 7th is Jimbo. Oh, they will go up to this tricky little right-hander. This is one of the most difficult corners on the track. So like turn 1 and that turn there, they're the two most difficult really. We've got a tight hairpin in the middle as well, but a couple of really tricky corners with all these cars. So Team Silver, 7th is Dan Bailey, and then Jim Bob behind him. Let's just have a look back up front quickly, because Prime's made that move, and I think it must have been at turn 1. Missed it, Prime, sorry, but must have been at turn 1. So he's made that move on Sideways. He's got there in the Aston Martin. And Prime then, remember, had his maiden victory, didn't he, last time out. So he's up for the challenge. He wants that 2nd one. Can't say you blame him. He's looking strong at the minute, but Sideways is going with him, and that does look strong, that Audi round here. It's unusual actually that we're on the short circuit, as Sideways has a look. He's not going to go around the outside there. Can he get the switch back? Not quite. So they start lap 3. So yeah, I was going to say, normally we tend to go with the longer circuits for these GT3 cars, but it's only a short circuit here, so a bit of an unusual one, this one. So it's going to be quite a few laps around here, I would have thought. The usual 15 minutes. Oh, Sideways, little squiggle on, but his teammates Vexman's now got himself up to 3rd. So the two Audis, Team Laser Tools, 2nd and 3rd. Tino in 4th. Oh, runs a bit wide there, Vexman, a little bit of oversteer. Vexman, 2nd in the championship in a minute. So he's hunting down some good valuable points here if he can stay where he is. That's what he's after. Tino, 4th. It's that tricky right hand I was telling you about. It's got a lot of camber on it as well. It tends to push you out to the left Oh, and just as I say that, look at that. Although I think that was more that he caught the curb there, Tino, so he's dropping back. And he's going to lose a lot of places here, all the way back to 13th and maybe more along this straight. So mistake there, Bombino. Let's see what's happening up front, because Prime, well, he's got round for turn one okay, sideways there, still in second with his teammate Vex there in third. Stealth there, and good race in fourth in that Viper. Looks like he's tamed that snake at the moment. And Team Silver, 5th place. Dan Bailey and Molson. Team Pertec, 6th and 7th. Molson leading the championship at the moment. Is probably not where he wants to be, but only 4 minutes in, so let's see what happens. But he would have liked to have been a little bit closer to Vexman. Up at the sharp end. Oh, bit of a dive, and that was, well, I don't know really. Jim Bob, he stayed out of it. He's going to maybe get 7th of a Molson, but that was a bit of a dive from Molson. He has given that place back to Dan, but certainly you don't do that with the teammates. It's a little bit of a mistake from Molson. I don't know if he just lost his braking there, his braking zone, but Jim Bob's gone round the outside in the end there. Can he keep it? He can. Molson just drops in behind him, so Molson back to 8th, so that's another place he's just dropped. But uncharacteristic error from Molson now. Now he's going to have another look up the inside of Jim Bob. No, not round there, but these are quite quick. Couple of left-handers here. Then onto this sharp hairpin. First, second gear corner. So Molson all over the back of Jim Bob. And we've got Seamus in 9th in that Porsche. Tino, I was going to say, what's he doing back there? But he made that mistake, didn't he? So Tino, after that mistake at the final bend, back in 10th place. So he'd be cursing himself there. He's up there in the top 4, wasn't he, at that point? So that's a bit unfortunate. And Lee, haven't seen him yet, have we? But there he is in the Beetle in 11th. Oh, and a squiggle for Sue Brawl. Just see the back end come round on him a bit, but he did well to control that. So 12 for him. Then we've got Potsy 13th. And then these two at the back, 14th and 15th. Firepower and Hodgie fighting it out here. And Hodgie's going to have a look up the inside of Firepower. Gets there easy. So easy pass from Hodgie. Oh, and Potsy's made a mistake, and that's going to let both Hodgie and Firepower get through. They do. Potsy back to 15th. So a little mistake at turn 1 from Potsy. Let's have a quick look at 4th and 5th, because Dan's attacking Team Silver. Runs a bit wide, Team Silver. You don't want to get out in that grass there, but keeps it okay. Dan in 5th then. Now, is he going to have a look? If he does, it's going to be a lunge. Not far enough up there. Stealth right on the back of these two as well. So we've got 3 cars here, 4th, 5th and 6th. Team Silver though, 3rd in the championship. So it's Molson, Vexman and Team Silver, and that's your top 3 in the championship points after 2 rounds. Oh, Dan round the outside there. No, so we'll stick with this anyway. Or perhaps we'll go to the start, sorry. Let's go back to Team Silver, sorry about that. That was getting a bit tasty, wasn't it? Because we've now got the 2 Vipers now on the back of these 2. And Team Silver holding them off at the moment. How much longer can he hold them off though? 4. Dan piling on the pressure. He wants that 4th place badly. Does Dan. He gets a good drive out of there. Now he's in a good position. Team Silver will probably cover that right hand side. He does all the way up the hill. Yeah, covers it from Dan. Can Dan do the switchback? I don't think it's going to be enough there. No, that Merc looks pretty settled through there. So remains in 4th. So Dan 5th then. Stealth, there he is, right up the back of Dan now. Is Stealth going to attack Dan at turn 1? Well, he's in a good position. Watch him pull out. There he goes. No, not far enough up there. So Stealth remains in 6th place. Oh, a bit slow from Dan through there. Not a great exit from him. So now he's got the 2 Vipers all over the back end of his McLaren, with Molson watching brief there. Jim Bob gets through on his teammate Stealth up the inside, and Molson's having a look as well on Stealth. Oh, and he's almost pushing him along. He did give him a little nudge there, actually. But that's fine. Molson takes that wider line. Seamus thought he could have a little look up the inside, but no. Molson then 8th place, trying to chase down Stealth and Jim Bob. Stealth just coming off the back of these few now in front of them. Jim Bob going with Dan and Team Silver. So it's the other Viper now who's swapping places, and they're putting these two under the pressure. They both get good drive out of that final bend though. Now here we go, Dan, is he going to attack? Nothing's changed by the way up top, so is Dan going to attack Team Silver? Well, Team Silver keeps covering, so he's defending well at the minute, but he's covering every single corner. McLaren's clearly got more pace than that Merc here in race 1. But at the moment, he's not got enough pace to get past him. Now he needs Team Silver to make a mistake, and that's what he's going to be hoping for, Dan. But at the moment, Team Silver's keeping it where he's got to keep it and holding firm. But he's under huge pressure from Dan and Jim Bob now. Jim Bob is going to get a good drive out here, takes that wider line, but will then cut it back in. Oh, and Dan, he's really just cannot get this Team Silver up that right hand side. It's fine. Not doing anything wrong now. He's not blocking. He's just holding his line. Oh, but he made a mistake, and it was just a bit too much. So there you go. That pressure paid off for Dan. All the way back, he's dropping, and he's going to go right to the back, isn't he, Team Silver? So Dan then through. There's a little error there. So Dan through to 4th. And now he's under severe pressure from Jim Bob, who's up the inside. He gets 4th place off him. So Jim Bob now 4th place. Molson, Stealth, Seamus. So look at this, these 5 cars, 4th to 8th. What a battle this is. Jim Bob though, he's heading it up, and now he's got to do the Team Silver bizzo, isn't he? Try and keep all these behind him. He's got to defend. Now, how quick is that Viper? I mean, it's certainly big enough to keep him behind him. I mean, it literally is the width of the track, isn't it? It's so wide, but the McLaren's not exactly skinny, and all over him. And again, Jim Bob is doing the Team Silver defensive work, but he's left a little gap up the inside. Dan's going to have it. Great move, great switch back. Has he got it? Well, by about half a car. And there goes the power of the Viper, but just about gets 4th place back by a nose. Dan's up the inside. Molson's going up the inside, or up the middle, I should say. Yeah, that wouldn't have been the wise move. Molson around the outside. Dan knows, so here we go. Jim Bob, though, superb defending. I think it's just the sheer pace of that Viper. They just cannot get past it, and the size of it, of course, is a bit like a ship, isn't it? And they don't know where to go. It's taking up the entire track. But again, doing nothing wrong. Oh, but there goes the pressure. Rounds wide. There's Jim Bob, and that's going to give him. Molson's actually took that place off Dan, so now it's Molson who's attacking Jim Bob. Oh, and Molson's going to have the inside now. He's on the outside, but on the inside now. Yeah, good move. That's more like the Molson. Dan's going to follow him through, is he? Well, if Jim Bob stays out there, he will. And he will, because Jim Bob's got nowhere to go, and another little nudge from Dan. Clean. So Molson then pulling away, then need to. No, Jim Bob still got it. Dan just couldn't get past that Viper. And now Stealth, the other Viper's coming into play. What a battle here. I don't want to look anywhere else at the moment. This is allowing all the other guys obviously behind to catch up. Seamus, Tino, and the rest. And this battle rages on though, doesn't it? Jim Bob having a superb race. Let's just have a look up top quickly to see. It's going to be the same. Prime still doing a wonderful job out there in front, so he could be on for his second win. Coming around like buses now. Not quite there yet though, Prime. minute and a half left, but it's looking strong, looking good. Just needs to keep it, and there's the commentator's curse. Absolutely, what a time to say it. Sideways gets through, and Jim Prime off, and he's going to lose 2 spots all the way back to 3rd. Unfortunate that. I'm sorry. Oh, should have kept my mouth shut, shouldn't I? Thought it was a dead cert for him to get his 2nd race win there, but not now. Sideways though, who had a bad round last time, didn't finish any of the races, did he? Mechanicals all the way through the whole race weekend, and they certainly sorted it out, because he's got this one wrapped up with, what, a minute left. So Sideways. And Vexman, that'd be a great 2nd place points for Vexman, just what he wanted for the championship. And Prime, as we see, 3rd place, absolutely kicking himself there. Molson still heading his train up now, so Molson, and Dan, his teammate, up the inside, and they're still rubbing doors and panels, rubbing everything they can rub, and my goodness me, this is quality racing. Alright, a few little scuffs and bangs, but hey, what you get in a BTCC, isn't it? Dan in 5th, Jim Bob 6th, Seamus is in the battle now in 7th. He's got right up the back of him in that Porsche, so he's not out of it either. Stealth's dropped back down to 8th, so did Stealth make a mistake, or have they just bullied him a little bit and got himself through? Tino 9th, and Lee in the back there in 19th, 10th, not far off either, but that is the end of the race now. This is the final lap, so going to have to go back to the leader soon, and in fact, Seabroad in 11th. So Team Silver in 12th in the end. Oh my goodness, after that mistake. So he's finished that in 12th. Firepower comes in 13th. 14th for Hodgie. Hotzy's going to get that 15th. So there's your 12th, 13th, 14th and 15th place drivers' positions. Hotsy after that little mistake couldn't do anything about it. So a few people there, but Team Silver in 12th. So our 3rd place man in the championship, that's not going to do his points tally any good at all, as we see Hotsy go over. But let's get back to that leader, and it's going to be Sideways, isn't it? Coming round, here he goes, congratulations. Or is he? Has he run out of fuel? My goodness, he's going to let Vexman through. No, it's team orders, isn't it? Well, so Vexman 1st, Sideways 2nd, Prime Machine in 3rd. I'll tell you what, Sideways, that was really, really gentlemanly. Respect there. Dan 4th, good 4th in the end. Tino 5th, Stealth in 6th, Lee 7th, Molson 8th in the end, Jim Bob 9th, Seamus 10th, and Seabroad in 11th. So there's your race 1 from Autopolis. So catch me for races 2 and 3 soon, and I'll see you then.